Welcome to Bill Dance Saltwater. Great fun fishing that anyone can do. Yes, you can do this. Today's show is sponsored in part by Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here. By Quantum Rods and Reels, fishing at a quantum level. And by Mercury Marine, celebrating 75 years of marine excellence. You may have heard that old saying, the end of the road goes nowhere. Well, that's probably an accurate statement in most cases, but it absolutely doesn't apply to Louisiana Highway 23, which snakes its way south through historic Plaquemines Parish, spanning the last 70 miles of the Mississippi River till it ends at Venice. But from that point at the end of the road on is one of the greatest fishing destinations this country has to offer. Millions upon millions of acres of marshlands that have a network of sloughs, ditches, and man-made canals running through them that are kept alive with daily nutrients and fertile waters provided by the mighty Mississippi. Lots of fish species live in these inshore waters, but the most popular by far is the redfish. Ounce for ounce, pound for pound, nothing can compete with their power, strength, and unbelievable striking force. The fight that reds provide on light tackle is super special, something you won't forget for a very long time. Today, Bill rejoins his longtime friend and famous area fishing guide, Mike Frenette, to match wits once again with these formidable fish.
There he goes. Oh, did you see him crush that bait? What a strike, Bill. Look at it. He exploded on that bait.
Did he take some line?
I'm going to put the power pole down.
He's already.
Look at him go. That's
Out
unbelievable.
halfway in the middle of the Gulf. Did you power pole down?
I did power pole down, but I might pick it up. Look at that rod tip.
Look how much line he took. He's got half my line.
I tell you what, if that doesn't get your blood pumping, I don't know what will. That's a 30-pound plus fish just crossed that top water.
He badonked that donk, didn't he?
Badonk-a-donk. Don't ask me how they came up with that name, but badonk-a-donk is great. You know, that's just a great sounding sound when you talk about a redfish strike on a top water.
Barely hooked, right up in the corner of the mouth. Barely on the outside of the mouth, too.
Just watch the hooks don't swing towards me.
Have you got that, darling?
Watch your hands on that. He shakes his head. You don't want those. You don't want those treble hooks. Here, I got the pliers right here.
Come on. Hello. Ah. Pretty. Okay, time to say bye. Can we kind of work with him?
Yeah, just kind of work with him there and drop him over, and because it's real shallow, you don't want to just drop him hard because he might get stuck in the mud.
Well, he just took off.
There you go. Oh, he was great. He was ready.
He hit that thing. He went boosh.
That's like an explosion, isn't it?
Huh? He liked all the psychedelic colors. Look at that thing.
Is that a rush?
It's got the color. Whew. I want to tell you what, he took nearly all the line off that little bitty reel. He just...
Well, you know what? In the shallow water, there's no place for him to go but run, and he's going to run.
He cut it. Today, Mike and I are using a bait that's eye-catching, head-turning, jaw-dropping, knee-bending, breathtaking, wrist-breaking, and it's got more action than a bullfrog on July asphalt. It's Bomber's high-pitched 5-inch badonkadonk that is irresistible to fish. It's got the moves and the sounds that these fish love. Now let me tell you something. If it's explosive action you're looking for, well, look no more. Now the badonkadonk is available in 3 sizes and 15 colors and 2 models. The high pitch is for more sound, and the low pitch is when fish want something a little different, like in clear water and when they're not that aggressive.
Today's Conditions Log is brought to you by Plaquemines Parish, Louisiana, with marinas in Buras, Myrtle Grove, Point of La Hache, Empire, and Venice.
When is normally topwater season the best?
You know, you can catch them all year round on top water, but I personally like it when the waters are clearer, which usually are anytime from August through December, maybe into January, but
Is there a certain temperature range do they cut off at?
no, for whatever reason, the fish around here just adapt really well to the rises of the river and the lowering of the river and temperature changes, because when the river rises, the waters definitely become a lot cooler, but the fish, you know, they seem to adapt really well to it.
Is the water warmer closer to the Gulf than it is further in?
No, the water usually in the ponds is a little bit warmer, but you won't catch these size fish.
Oh, I got you.
You know, there's, you know, this is where the animals are. I mean,
So
it's hard
50,
to beat
you
this.
can catch these fish in 50-degree water, in other words.
Yes.
So you can catch them basically year-round, but say August through
Oh, you catch them all year round, no question about it,
on topwater.
on top water, no question about it.
But the key is finding clear water.
Right. And obviously,
And
you're
bait.
not going to get as many strikes cast in top water that you would with a popping cork or, you know, the spinner blades or jigging. But you're going to get.
But.
But it's a big but.
You're gonna have more fun.
It is just a bone-chilling sensation. And for the most part, it's going to be big fish too. Got him.
Way to go. Look at that boil out there.
Look what's left over, huh?
Power pole down. I hear that line a going.
It is going.
Going. You ticklish?
I'm ticklish, but not right now. I'm concerned. Is that cool?
Yeah, it's cool. Look at that pole. Look at that drag go. Look at the
Look
way
at
out
the
yonder at
boils
the
he's
slick.
leaving.
We'll give you the whole deck up there.
Look where he is. He's way out there.
I see where he is.
See that boil?
You having fun?
I'm having a blast, buddy. Hey, there's nothing better than a topwater strike, period.
Lee, he's gonna go into the roasting cane, isn't he? Or is he gonna go back out?
Boy, I tell you, we don't need him to go in those canes, that's for sure.
Are these great big fish females?
You know, most of them are on any species.
Well, why
but
do they call them bulls?
The
then?
males get big on the redfish as well, though.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, the terminology bull is because of their attitude.
We'll kick you back out just a little bit.
I mean, that's not really why they call them that, but as far as I'm concerned, that's why they call it. Look out here. Look out here.
I seen
That school's of redfish out there.
Good night. You scared me to death.
Golly. Come back here. Where are you going? Bill, this fish took out, what, a good 125 yards of line to begin with.
Yeah.
Got pretty close to the boat, and they made another run. Like it was nothing. Look at that, would you? That is so cool. Oh, I'll tell you what, he got the badonkadonk in his mouth there.
He does not want to quit, does he?
This really is impressive.
That badonkadonk got her pretty good.
I hope.
Coming around on this side again. I
Look
got her.
at that fish, would you?
Got her.
Look at the size of that, Bill.
You got her?
I got it.
All right, I'm gonna take the boga grip out.
I'll tell you,
You
what,
wanna turn her loose for
what
me?
a strike. Yeah, you do it for me, buddy.
Look at that.
What a strike, would you?
That's gorgeous. Okay, bud. Hello.
Nice and easy with it.
Okay, here we go. You ready?
Today's show is sponsored in part by Mako Boats, building legends for over 40 years. Gamakatsu, world's finest hooks. And by Motor Guide, never stop. Today's equipment log is sponsored by Orca Coolers, the all-American everywhere product. They'll keep your ice fresh for up to 10 days.
What lives back in that stuff?
Nutrias, alligators, otters, ducks, pelicans, deer, pigs. Lots of wild pigs down here. Not these pigs we're catching. I'm talking about 4-hoofer pigs.
Does water run all the way through there?
It does, but then you get areas where you'll have ridges, you'll have high land.
How big are the deer?
They're not big deer like you get up north. I mean, I'd say the average body on a healthy buck is probably anywhere from 125 to 150 pounds. The does are anywhere from 60 to a big one would be 110, maybe 120. And the pigs though, there's several of them over here that are well over 300. I've got a picture of one about a month and a half ago coming across one of the cuts and literally came right up to the back of my boat. I mean, you can see him on the back of the engine. You can see the mercury in the back of the boat and you can see the hog right there. And it was a big boar. He was swimming from one side to the other and I was in between. I said, if he comes in this boat, I'm giving it up. It's his.
I think a redfish can strike, has got one of the most vicious strikes.
Especially a topwater strike on a redfish, because the way a redfish is built, the way he's made, his mouth is down on the bottom for the most part. So he's got to get that head almost out of the water to come up and just suck that topwater bait in. When he makes that commitment, he's coming after it. Look right up there.
Oh boy, we'll run on this point.
We're going to start seeing a couple levitate in here too. Oh!
Fire pole down. He's going right into the
Did you
rosa.
see that? Look at that fish go. That looked like a tsunami. That is one big...
I can't do anything with him. I just seeing the strike. That's the most phenomenal thing.
Look at him go. You were almost giving up on that cast too, getting ready to reel it in. I don't know, we might want to chase him a little bit now. Let's see. We've got the power pole down and he's swinging the boat completely around.
Look at him.
100 miles an hour, turn around.
Look at him. I just eased up on him a little bit and took a little bit of pressure off of him. He turned and went back out.
Yeah, they don't want to go in those roseaux if they don't have to. I've seen them crawl right up in there, but you let off a little bit of pressure and usually they'll turn around back for the deep water.
And all you can do is just hold on. Now, that's a medium light rod.
I got you into that, didn't I, huh?
I got about a half spool. This is 30-pound braid. It's got an 8-pound mono diameter. And this little energy reel holds probably 120 yards, although he's wheeled off about 75. It's peeling off everything I just got. Look, there he goes again.
And that's 15 minutes into the fight. And he's still
I'm
taking
gonna tell you
line.
something, buddy. This is a shown-up hoss. I ain't kidding you. This is the hoss. And he's still a jillion miles out there.
Unbelievable. This is not your average redfish right here.
Do they ever give up?
Never.
He is a horse. Look at him up on top of the water.
That's another Clydesdale.
Woo! What a fish. Good gravy sakes alive.
What do you think about that big dog, huh?
Let you be the dentist. Oh, mama.
Can you believe that fish, huh?
Huh? Look at that big thing. That's why we come to Venice. I'm telling you. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, time to say bye. Time to say bye.
Today's dancing lesson is sponsored by Bill Dance on Facebook. Like us on Facebook and join in the Bill Dance Facebook fun. Bill posts all the time, and you'll get more great fishing tips there too.
One of the highlights of my life has always been helping folks learn how to catch fish. And from looking at all the pictures, it looks like the action has been simply great. Fishermen everywhere are showing off their catch to owners of the Bill Dance app. What? You don't have a copy? Well, we can fix that. Simply download our free app on the iPhone, iPad, or Android mobile device and begin showing off your catch to anglers around the world. The fishing tips are free, and so is the app.
Today's show is sponsored in part by Grand Slam Mono and Braid. Big fish tough for when the money's on the line. Garmin, fight your fish, not your fish finder. And Mystic Lubricants, lubrication domination.
Oh, I had one boil on me.
There he is.
Oh, get out there. Here he comes, here he comes. I got him that time.
Power pole going down, 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 down. It's down.
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. He's now coming at me. He's running at me 100 miles an hour here. Look on that point up there, Bill.
I see him.
That's all mullet, but that's what the redfish are looking for. You see how tight they're hugging the bank right now?
Uh-huh.
Because they know these redfish are right on the outside, and they're using the bank for cover right now. Another dog here. There you go, you got him.
Got it, brother. He just keep catching these big old fish, Mike. There's your bogus grip on.
Let's get it out of there, huh? Another toad.
Huh? Look at his big old eyes. Ain't that pretty? Okay, we're gonna say bye. Toodaloo. Way to go, Mike. That was nice. Mike, you offer guide trips, what, 365 days a year?
12 months out the year.
12 months out of the year.
365 days.
And you offer lodging,
lodging,
meals,
great meals,
the boats.
the fishing, the tackle, everything. Basically all a man has to do or a woman has to do is show up, and we'll provide everything that they need.
And so you're an hour and a half from New Orleans?
Yep, we're about hour and 45 minutes from Louis Armstrong, New Orleans International Airport. Basically you drive south parallel in the Mississippi River. When the road ends, that's where we are.
Of all the different types of fishing you do, what do most people want to fish for?
Redfish by far has become the most popular species, especially because you can fight them on light tackle. You can present a tremendous amount of different type of baits at it. You have different techniques, and virtually under any condition, you can find the fish so that you're not wiped out just because the conditions are bad. You might have to change the technique up and go to a couple different areas, but you're going to find some fish. Look, he's pushing out water right there.
Right there, get him.
Oh!
Look at him, he got me.
There's more than one. There's a school right there.
Look at this big hog.
Look at that! I'm gonna power pull down. Oh, I got one too!
Oh,
my goodness. I got to power pull down. That was awesome.
Boy, that big one, he's got some pretty color to him. I saw him.
There was a school sitting right there.
Woo! What a fish. It's like a gator.
You better pace yourself on this one.
Come on around here, sister.
Can you believe this, huh? Oh, gosh, look at him go again. Look how gold he is.
That's what I said. I saw that coloration on him.
Good job, good job.
And he got a mouthful of badonk. Huh? He got that badonk all in
He wanted that badonk, didn't he?
He got it all in his face. Come up here to Uncle Mike.
Come on, Big Daddy.
Baby, baby.
I got the grip. Ooh, you saw that? He wants to throw that bait. He's went from one side of the boat to the other 4 or 5 times.
His mouth
But
is
I think
open.
we're ready.
Goodness gracious. Man, there ain't nothing like it. Let me tell you something. This is something you can do, and old Mike Burnett can make it happen. I'm telling you.
I got it, Bill.
Okay, good boy.
There it is.
Well, as much as I hate to say it, it's about time for us to wrap it up and head back north. But let me leave you with this thought. If you ever get the opportunity to head to Venice, you gotta get with my buddy, Mike Burnett, and give these big bulls a try, especially on topwater. It's a type of trip that'll get you hooked and bring you back time and time again. I can promise you that. Like I've said so many times, what makes this fishery so fantastic is the mighty Mississippi. She fills these marshlands and tributaries in Plaquemines Parish with nutrients and makes these waters so fertile, therefore making this one of the top fishing destinations anywhere. These old big runaway dump trucks can be caught almost year-round on a multitude of artificial lures, from spinnerbaits to jigs to jerk baits to popping corks with plastic attractors to swim baits, even topwater baits like we use today. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we hope to see you again next week right here on Bill Dance Saltwater.
Look at that!
Today's Surfing Email is sponsored by Mystic Lubricants. No matter the machine, Mystic's got a full line of products specifically formulated to dominate performance, conditions, and competition.
Do fish actually drink water? Yes, and saltwater fish need to drink more water than freshwater fish. Since seawater is saltier than the liquids in a fish's body, water inside the fish constantly flows out. If they didn't drink to replace this lost water, saltwater fish would dry up like prunes. Also, fish can drown in water. Fish require oxygen, so if there isn't enough oxygen in the water, they'll suffocate. Now for this week's Bill Dance Saltwater Travel Log. The Venice area of Plaquemines Parish is located about 70 miles south of New Orleans. The nearest major airport is Louis Armstrong International in Kenner. We want to thank Captain Mike Frenette for his expert help, and we highly recommend his guide services. Accommodations for this trip were provided courtesy of Lighthouse Lodge in Venice. Also, our special thanks to Mike and Lori Frenette's Redfish Lodge of Louisiana. We hope you've enjoyed Bill Dance Saltwater and learned that you can do this. Today's show is sponsored in part by Orca Coolers, the all-American everywhere product, and by Finnor, legendary tackle since 1933. Closed captioning is provided by Power Pole, the original shallow water anchor. We hope you've enjoyed Bill Dance Saltwater. Please join us right here again next week.